My team and I just got a 4.25% rate for a buyer. That's 2 points under the average marketplace loan right now, and a rate that's been unheard of since what, 2021 maybe? Stay tuned to find out how we did this. Now, what is the cost of homeownership? Not how much do houses cost, rather how much does it cost to be a homeowner? I see and hear a lot of questions people are posing about what homeownership is really worth. There's this argument that it's not even something you should consider investing in at all. But it is an investment after all, and we can get good rates right now, as I've pointed out. So frankly, the one and only way to know whether it's a good investment is to weigh the costs and the gains. Is owning a home really worth it? Let's get into it. What's up? My name is Joshua Smith. I'm with the Home Agent Group. I want to talk to you about what you're up to and how we can expand together.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and you can cut this.
That was the highlight of our entire trip.
Cheers. Right now in 2024, it seems like homes are simply not affordable at face value. They've definitely gone up. Prices were driven way up during the pandemic, along with everything else I might add, and rates are higher now than your Grandpa Joe's pant legs on Sunday. Alas, everyone always told us homeownership is so great and we have to do it, just like going to college. Is college even worth it anymore? I don't know about you, but it feels like it's harder to be able to afford or buy groceries, let alone a house. So, first things first, yes, I got a 4.25% rate on a mortgage just this past month. Rates are coming down and monthly payments can be drastically reduced with a lower rate, making it a lot easier to consider. We will talk about how to make that happen. But I think the things that we should cover first are the costs and gains of homeownership. At the end of the day, again, this is an investment, and I want to curb any inclination that it's not a good idea to consider this as an investment. I'm a real estate agent after all, and I really do believe in homeownership for so many reasons. What are the costs of owning a home? How much does it really cost? All your escrowed monthly costs, usually under what you would pay for rent for the same house for the same area. It's that mortgage amount plus your annual tax and insurance broken out into monthly payments. That's what your escrow payment is. If you want to know how much you're going to be paying, actually, you can get a mortgage calculator. It's an app. You can just get in the App Store, get for your iPhone, for your Android, input the cost of the house, you put in your down payment, then you put in your taxes and all the other pertinent information that's going to go into that escrowed amount, and it should spit out what that monthly cost should be. The second thing to consider is maintenance, everything from lawn care to pest control to HOA fees. Those HOA fees can be under $100 a month, they can be as much as $500 a month. Again, it all depends on what you can afford and what you can qualify for. But then you have to consider that there are repairs for appliances and issues that may arise with the house. So an HOA may cover a lot of those things outside the home that you don't want to have to worry about, like lawn care actually. So the thing to consider is exactly how much you want to put into like an existing home or get a new construction home. And then also there you can get something like a home warranty. It will add to your monthly budget. But that home warranty is going to cover and save you thousands of dollars on anything that breaks or needs repairs over time in your house, your appliances, HVAC, refrigerators, a pool. There's so much that your home warranty can and will cover. Updates and upgrades are another thing to consider because they can definitely be costly. But the thing to remember about updates and upgrades is that they add value to your home. Rather, they can add value to your home. So that's how I base my updates. I don't do an update unless it's going to actually increase the value of my home, or it's something that we just absolutely cannot live without. And then I'm looking for the best bang for my buck. Looking for the best bang for my buck either way. As a homeowner, also as an investor and property owner of investment properties, you kind of need to always just make sure that you're budgeting for these things as you go. It is one of the costs of homeownership. You're the landlord now. But a lot of updates and upgrades will add equity for when you go to sell or cash in on this investment. It's really about making sure that you can recoup on those investments when you do go to cash in. If you just keep the receipts until you die, so your kids or partner or whoever may benefit from your home after you pass will be able to write these things off. I guess the last cost would be neighbors. Yeah, have you seen The Burbs? You can't always pick who your neighbor's gonna be. You should watch the movie. So those are the costs. What do you gain? Well, first and foremost, you're going to gain equity. You're not paying rent now. You're creating value out of every dollar that you spend. With your equity, there's a lot of things that you can do that a lot of people don't even realize that they can do. You can create financing options, alternative financing options for other life expenses, credit debt. You can pay down other credit debt with a lower percentage rate on a home equity line of credit or a home equity loan. That line of credit can also help pay for all of those updates and upgrades that you want to make. I mean, it can go a long way. And once that equity's been cashed out and that cash is in your account, it can go toward other investments and anything else that you need it to apply for. Equity is a huge, huge benefit to homeownership. It's really the main benefit to homeownership if you ask some people. That brings me to the second point. It is a foundation for your retirement plan, right? Stability and a place to call home that you own, that you can leverage for its equity, call your own. There's no equivalent to owning a home when it comes to this. Again, it's not just a place to rent, it is your home. And thinking of it this way makes your home just one of the many assets that you can keep in a portfolio. If you're not planning to stay somewhere for very long, that's okay. Maybe buy a home if you can, and then rent it when you move and utilize that equity you built while living there. And as you continue to own it, to build up cash reserves, maybe go buy more property or stocks or bonds or crypto or whatever you would like to invest in. At the end of the day, that equity becomes a large part of your cashable asset. And number 3, community. Yeah, neighbors. Again, they showed up on both sides. That's crazy. They can be a good thing too. It may be better to rent in a specific school district or area that you need to be in for any given reason. But if you can own in that same area, how much better will it be for planting those roots? You waited this long, you watched through all my other nonsense. So let's talk about this 4 1/4 rate. I can't really get into the details of an existing transaction or a past transaction, client confidentiality, but here's what I can say. The loan type is an FHA or VA type of loan, so it's going to have a lower rate inherently. We got it under at like 5.9, and then the seller bought that rate down. We were able to get it down to 4 1/4 based on a time and date that the lender was able to just capture that rate. We locked it in, and now we get to close on this 4 1/4 rate, which is absolutely, it can save you literally a couple $100s. So we were able to not only hit the budget, the monthly budget for that buyer, and get the seller what they needed to close on for this sale, but now that buyer is saving an extra $100 a month on their pre-quoted monthly payment. Huge deal, and it's totally possible in today's market. And today in 2024, this is the last quarter of 2024. I don't know about you, but I'm looking at these dates. We're inching into October. If you're afraid of the rates, if you're waiting for the rates to drop, stop waiting, because you're never going to see it get to where you think it should be. You have to play the game with the dice in the hand that you've been dealt. We've all been dealt, because this is the current economy and the current marketplace. You can actually work it to your advantage is the point. So 4 1/4, yeah, 100%. We got it, and it's there. We have proof it happened. I don't know what else to tell you. Stop waiting. Is it worth owning a home? I think it's worth owning a home. What it boils down to is what you can qualify for based on your credit. If you're a first-time home buyer, there's plenty of home buyer assistance programs to help out with those down payments. And if you're not a first-time home buyer, you've just been sitting around and watching videos like this, just give me a call already, okay? You get to invest in your future and your retirement, and this is all part of the plan you're already working on, whether you're a homeowner right now or not. Thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this video, so I hope you'll watch the next one. That's all I got.